What is up, fam? It's your girl Sarah, back with another quick tips video. Today we're going to be pairing up an external synth with our Maschine Plus using MIDI and MIDI CC macro presets. This setup allows me to use the Maschine Plus as a controller for this synthesizer and also use my macro controllers to control the settings here on the synth. Today I have a Roland JP08 and I have my JBL speaker so I can hear what I'm doing. So the first thing you want to do is actually go to download the MIDI templates from Native Instruments website. The link is down below. This download has a folder full of MIDI presets from different instruments. You're either going to plug in your Maschine Plus up to your computer, or you're going to take out this SD card and plug it up to your computer. Download the MIDI template, place it in your SD card, and then place it back into your machine or unplug your machine from your computer. Now that we've downloaded the files onto our SD card, let's talk about how we set up the hardware. So the first thing I want to do is make sure I can hear what I'm doing. So I have these 2/4 inch cables to an audio jack. I'm gonna put that into line out, right and left. My JBL speaker here, I'm going to put in the aux. I should be able to hear my audio. The next thing you want to do is actually grab some MIDI cables, like so, like that. You're gonna put the first one in the MIDI out in your Maschine Plus, and then you're gonna do the opposite on your external synth. So we're gonna put it in a MIDI in. So now the next thing I actually want to do is route my audio from my synth back into my Maschine Plus. So I have these 2/4 inch cables to another audio jack. This is gonna go into the headphone jack into my external synth. This is going to go into my line N1 and 2. So let's put it in line N1 and 2. And we're going to put this into the phone. It's a headphone jack. Now this is battery powered. So it's on. This allows me to hear the audio from my external synth come back to my Maschine Plus, so I can actually hear the audio come into my speaker. And that's how you set up the hardware. The first thing you want to do in your Maschine Plus is go to Browse, come to Sounds, and under Type, you actually have the option to go to MIDI External. And as you can see, you have some options. You have Drum External, Effects, and Instruments. And then you actually see all the presets that you downloaded. And I'm gonna choose Roland. And then it gives me my options here on the side. The first one is MIDI Jupe 08. So I'm gonna hit load. If your external synth isn't here on the menu, you can still set up your MIDI settings just like this. First thing I'm gonna do is go to settings. I'm gonna go to the MIDI preferences. And make sure that this knob has Maschine Plus / Maschine Plus MIDI 1 output selected. That's under output devices. And then turn the very last knob into enable to make sure that we can actually hear it. If I had another MIDI controller that was plugged in like a MIDI keyboard, it would show up under here. Now we're gonna go to channel to adjust the MIDI routing. First thing we're gonna do is make sure we're here at sound, and we're gonna hit these arrows to get to page 3. This is where I can adjust the MIDI routing. And I'm gonna actually go from none to Maschine Plus / Maschine Plus MIDI 1 output. And we're gonna make sure we're actually on channel 1. We're gonna go use this knob and we're gonna go to input. And we're gonna make sure that our audio source for our input is N1 L+R, or line 1 left and right. With this routing, my machine tells the JP08 what notes to play, and then the audio comes out into the machine, into the speakers. So let's test it out. I'm gonna go to chord mode, grab some chords, and just see what it sounds like. And that's how you use an external synth with your Maschine Plus. Pretty dope. This is my first time using external synth with my Maschine, which means that there's so many possibilities with this Maschine and actually using it with other instruments and pairing it up. Check out my complete course on Maschine at noquantize.com. This is in the course, as well as over 50 videos on how to use the Maschine. This is great for any Maschine user. And make sure you check out the rest of my quick tip videos for Maschine Plus. Comment below, let me know if this is helpful. Let me know what other quick tips that you need. I'll be sure to see what I can do to help you out. Peace.